Greetings, Naked News Guy here, and today I want to talk about my 26th political position, which is end of salaries. Now, in my last video, I already went over how everybody should be under a contract. However, to be more specific, with the exception of those in the military, those who are clergymen, or those who are professional athletes, everyone else should not be on a salary. People should be paid hourly. Now, salary was sold to the worker as a way to ensure that you got paid the same amount of money every week. That's why some people fall for that, you know. But the reality is this, where salary actually ends up working out for is the employer. Because employers hire usually low-level managers in particular at salary, and what they end up doing is they have them working 60, 70, 80, 90, even 100 hours a week, particularly in certain industries like food service, hotels. So the manager has a set pay, so they take advantage of this. In other words, they have the manager sending home people who got 27 hours this week and didn't even make it up to cover their rent, and the manager is in turn forced to cover those hours themselves. Salaries need to end. With the aforementioned exemptions, everyone should be on an hourly pay rate. It's pure and simple. The main thing that puts people in a bad position when they work is that they have an abusive employer who takes advantage. And my entire life, I've seen people who are under salaries been taken advantage of. You know, I've had people I know that I worked for when I worked fast food when I was younger that were pulling 90 hours a week and making less than employees per hour. This needs to end. The reality is this. The fact of why anybody's in business is to make a profit, pure and simple. No employer, no matter how nice they are to you, no matter how buddy-buddy they are with you, at the end of the day, cares about anything other than making themselves as rich as possible. And the easiest way to do that is to lower the costs of labor. So, since the end of slavery, they've been trying to figure out ways to pay people less and less money. They did it with piecework. You know, they did it with sharecropping in the South, which affected both poor black and white people alike. And one of the latest inventions, of course, is salary. You know, I'll pay you $60,000 a year, but you're going to have to work 100 hours a week. Whereas if you work for minimum wage, you'd make more than that with your overtime. Salary needs to be abolished. Every employee, whether they are the janitor or the manager of the store, needs to be on an hourly pay system. Hourly pay is the only way to ensure people are not abused and forced to work these insane hours. Naked News Guy here. Like and subscribe.